to another episode of The Recruitment Doctor with me, your host, Dan Hoff Rodriguez. Today I talk about prepping for a video interview. So this is all around lighting, hardware, backgrounds, and just ensuring that you're fully prepared prior to any video calls and interviews you're going to be doing. So tip number one, lighting. Very simple. I've got one of those ring lights. It cost me about £20. Here's the difference. It's really good. Money well spent, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I'm not saying go and spend £20. There's other solutions available, but you've got desk light lamps you can use, which are just to the side of the camera or your laptop. It's just to make sure that people can truly see who you are, and it's nice and clear for any interviewers. But yeah, I think lighting is really, really important, and that is inclusive of where you are. So you don't want to be having your interview facing, so your laptop or your screen facing any windows or any direct sunlight coming through. So that's my tip number one. Tip number two, backgrounds. So look, I've gone for a very clear, clean background here with all of my branding. You don't obviously need any fancy branding. No, beautiful photos are absolutely fine, but look, what your background should should really just be as clean as possible and tidy. Try not to have too much clutter in the background. So I'm talking clothes. Just think about your background and make it as neutral as possible. And if you need to, maybe apply a green screen. Zoom has got that capability, and if you don't know how to do that, just search green screen in YouTube, and that will help you out. Tip number three, dress code. So look, you've got to reflect what you're wearing with who you are interviewing for. You're going to get some software houses or technology businesses, for example, that have got a very smart casual dress code, and we are working from home at the moment, but first impressions count, and therefore I would say go smarter on the spectrum than casual. Smart casual for me would be a shirt and a blazer, a blouse or a blazer. That for me is smart casual, but first impressions count. Maybe speak to your recruitment consultant or your internal recruitment, whoever your point of contact is at the business prior to the interview, and just say, look, what is the day-to-day dress code of the business? I think it's important that you mirror that as much as possible, but always go smarter, because that's always going to make you stand out. Like I said, first impressions count. Tip number four, close all other apps on your laptop or PC. So depending on what your setup is, you don't want any sounds, any notifications popping up. WhatsApp, very regular. If you've got WhatsApp on your laptop, you get that very clear notification that pops up. So just turn it all off. Just have your software that you're using for the video, Teams, Google Hangouts, Zoom, whatever it might be, just have that operating. Tip number five, put your phone away, put your watch away, put anything that could distract you away. I had my daughter walk in earlier, that's cool, it's fine, it doesn't matter. But look, at the end of the day, put your watch away, put your phone away, just anything that's going to potentially distract you from your focus on that interview. You don't want anything that's going to stop you coming out your flow when it comes to being fully in the zone for that interview. So just any distractions, whatever it might be, put it away. And finally, tip number six, dress rehearsal. If you've got an interview on a Friday morning, the day before, not 5 minutes, not 10 minutes before, the day before or an hour before. I mean, just do a day before. What am I saying? Day before. Do a dress rehearsal with a friend or a family member, whoever it might be, and just test it out. Just test the hardware out, test the tech out, check your mic's working, check your camera's working. Nothing worse than you turning up to an interview 5 minutes before and that you've got a tech issue, and you have to rearrange an interview. You don't want that to happen. You don't want that. That's a first impression for me, and that's a mark on the blot. So just do your dress rehearsal, do a tech check, check your neutral black backgrounds, check your lighting, check all of the tips I've just gone through beforehand. I'd like to get your thoughts. Have I missed on anything? Comments on the bottom. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, and I'm out. Speak to you soon. The Recruitment Doctor is proudly sponsored by Digital Innovators. Digital Innovators is a training company working specifically with young people in the West Midlands. They bridge the gap between school and employment by helping you turn your knowledge and interests into skills you can apply in the workplace and give you a viable work experience that will help you stand out with employers. Check out their website for course details and free resources at www.digitalinnovators.co.uk.